One second, let me turn on my video here. Okay, can you see me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. We need to have a face-to-face conversation, right? If you guys are able to come up in the video, feel free to come. If you're not feeling comfortable, that's okay. Hi, Jay. How are you?
Good, Sudesh. I'm good. How are you
Hi,
doing?
today
Very
Anand
good.
here.
Hi,
How are
Anand.
you?
How are you?
I'm
Finally, we
good.
get
How about you?
face-to-face.
Yes, finally
Hello,
putting a face to
Vishni.
a voice.
Yeah. Hi, Vishni. How are you? Okay,
Hi,
I'd like to see
Sudesh.
people
Good.
face-to-face. All right, wonderful. Thank you, guys. Anybody who's not able, unavoidable reason, not able to come in video, it's okay. But if you can, come in, and it will be nice to see each other face to face. Okay, guys. So, welcome to this session. Hello, Vishal sir. How are you? You're looking
I'm
handsome
good. How
like
are you?
always.
Thank
You
you.
know. Okay, I can't. I do not know what is the secret of you. You know, you're looking like that wine, which only gets better, better and better, right? And so you're looking handsome today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sudesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Welcome. So I just want to invite everybody today, and my name is Sudesh, and I'm the founder of Lead Techno and Consulting Services. And today's a webinar we're conducting on folks to help them understand how to move into IT career. Okay, I know a lot of people over here. We will have a quick session where we can introduce, ask people, everybody introduce, and then we will take turns to help you guys understand. And a little bit about myself over here. I'm the founder of this company, and I have 20 years of experience over IT and service management and delivery. And we have a staffing company. I'm a career coach, and we also do consulting jobs too. I'm also consulting in guideware technology. We operate in US and Canada, and I love trekking, biking, and family time. I hang out in Banff a lot. I like hacking over there. So that's a little bit about myself. And Vishal sir, could you please introduce yourself for us?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Vishal.
Good evening.
Fantastic. So I got only two responses. Great. Good evening, everyone. Can you just say hello in the chat box so
Hi
that
there.
I know that you are here?
Hello there.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And others, if you can switch on your video, fantastic. Because just to add a disclaimer, whenever I start my session and once I finish off my session, people complain that either their webcams are not working or mic's not working. So can you just quickly check in whether your webcam and mic are working or not? Okay, fantastic. Friend, I have a 2 decade of experience in IT. I'm also a cybersecurity expert. I am a SOC specialist, and I am also working in the domains of malwares. Along with this, I am into IT SM implementation specialist. I am expert in ServiceNow and Jira, and I will be the coach for your ServiceNow. Over to you, Sudesh bhai.
Mute. Thank you for the wonderful introduction, Vishal sir. And we also have Jay on the calls. Jay, can you say hello to all of us? He's our operations manager, and he manages, marketing and campaigns and placement assistance in US and Canada. He's like my right hand. So Jay is here also, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would have spoken to him. Okay. So before I go ahead with the program and curriculum, I would like to give a chance for all of you to just introduce yourself, a 30-second introduction. I would like to go one by one. I want to know, you have taken your time to come here, so this means a lot for you. Definitely, it means a lot for me as well, and Vishal and Jay as well. So we want to know what is that you're looking for, and how what is the expectation, right? And why you're here. Give us a little bit about your background. You got only like 30 seconds to introduce yourself, okay? We can start with Anand. Anand is here in the big screen already. So for whatever reason, Anand, you look like the presenter over here, Anand, for me, right? Anand
It
and me share
could
the
just be
same name.
it could just be the angle of my camera. So hi, my name is Anand. I come with around 18 years of experience, majorly into operational risk management, risk frameworks. So that's more on the functional expertise. But then I've managed projects. I have set up legal entities in India, and then here, currently, I'm working as a senior business consultant for one of the financial services organization, majorly managing triple roles based on what project I'm on. So in some of the projects, I am a project manager. On others, I am a senior business analyst. On some, I am a product manager. So yeah, that's a summary.
Thank you. Anand is being very humble. He's got a tremendous experience already. I've had a long chat with you, and pretty much he and me share the same name too. That makes it even more special. Right, Anand, thank you for coming. I really appreciate that. And then moving on to Suleiman. Hi, Suleiman. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much.
Welcome. And so, what brings you here? And what is your expectation? What are you looking to get out of this program?
Um, well, I have about 13 years of experience in customer service operations. Um, I have been a team leader in Toronto Hydro. And then after that, I moved into Toronto Stock Exchange. I was with TSX Trust, and which was with NTT Data. And then after that, I worked with Express Scripts. Express Scripts is into pharmaceuticals. So I have done claim processing, and I was a bilingual supervisor for claims adjudication. So I have about 13 years of experience. About 12, I think about 12 years ago or 10 years ago, I used to constantly keep hearing this word incident management, incident management, incident management. And I remember somewhere in the year 2008 or 2009, I used to constantly see these tickets getting raised in our office that used to begin with INC and then 000. So later on, when I started understanding more, I could relate that about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, the applications on which that I was working was all about ServiceNow or ITSM or ITIL and everything. So my interest kept developing and developing, and after that, now I started understanding what change management is, what is ITIL V4 Foundation, and etc. etc. I would want to become a ServiceNow administrator, which is my short-term goal. That's it.
No, it's going to end up going to be a long-term goal too, Suleiman, if everything goes fine, right? So I
Yes.
would want that to happen for you. I can see that you have a lot of clarity in where you're here today, and you do have a lot of exposure with a lot of systems in your job and tremendous amount of experience, and you have a great communications too. So we're going to go deep into ServiceNow, and we'll be talking in detail, and Vishal sir is going to talk in detail, and we're going to talk detail about it. So, but thank you. I understand now why you're here, and you definitely, when we finish the session, you would have got all your questions answered. I can guarantee you that. Okay. Thank you, Suleiman. Hi, Vishni. Good evening, Vishni. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Doing better a little bit because I got COVID
Oh,
again.
you still made it. You still made
I
it.
still made it. It's
Yeah.
the third time, so I'm fine.
You're looking fresh, I tell you that. Nobody's gonna believe it. You look fresh.
Well, I did some makeup just because of you.
Oh, it's working. All right, Vishnu. Which city are you in? Which city are
I'm
you
in
in?
Montreal right now. I'm in Montreal, but
Okay.
I was in Vancouver for 12 years. So most
Oh,
of my experience was in IE Financial. So
okay.
like Suleiman, in Mauritius, I came from Mauritius.
Yeah.
So I was in claims there, in insurance there. So I was a claims manager. I started when I was 21 years old, like customer service. So I claimed the ladder. So I became a claims manager.
Yeah.
But when I came to Canada, you have to start over again. So I start over as customer service. I end up in IT. I
Okay.
end
I
up
know
in
about your
IT.
career.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a
And
very
I
extensive career.
I was doing maintenance support. I was a system support manager, so that's why I know ServiceNow. Like I build Jira too for the team. It helped us Jira, so I'm used to Jira. You know,
Yeah.
I know how to create a backlog, like the ticket, everything. So my last job was like in a bank. So I
Yeah.
was the Scrum Master there. I was a Scrum Master, so I was doing like Scrum more, like work with developers and on System Now. Like I'm very familiar with System Now because this is a migration process. When we do migration, we have to go to System Now to put all everything. So I'm kind of like a little bit familiar with it. But Jira is more like I have been working with Jira probably 7 years or 8 years now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm looking for a job like, I'm more like a system support manager. I like to do maintenance, and at the same time, I'm a very customer support person too. So I like to talk, like, if the client needs something. So my team, we debug, we do all those things. So it's a little bit of my things, like, debugging, like SQL, a little bit of SQL too. So this is why I'm here, like looking for something like that. Very interesting, a little bit more active, just not sit down and, And I have a product owner advanced certification. I have a Scrum Master advanced certification too. And I'm a certified claims analyst too. And I'm a BA too. I'm everything.
You're a little bit of everything now, right?
Yeah.
So, well,
I've
you
been
got
doing that
a
for
pretty
20
dynamic
years.
career. And now talking to you, I do know that you're a very seasoned BA. I do know that. And well, I know we had this conversation, right? So the job market, even for a seasoned business analyst, is transforming right in front of us, right? As we speak, it's not like getting a regular BA job, it's getting tougher. But how do we, and how do we evolve ourselves? And that's the, I think I would say I'm the Santa for the Christmas, bringing the good news, I would say. So I'm here, and because we are in staffing, we look at a very big picture, so we understand where the jobs are, and we don't tell people to just go become data analyst or QA. No, so we want to be very strategic in our approach, and that's the kind of conversation we're going to have. Someone like you have so much of experience, and if you're still here, then it's a question we need to think that tides are changing, right? So that's the kind of conversation we hear. I like your enthusiasm and your curiosity to be learning, and is good. Okay. All right. Thank you, Kate, to share a little bit about you. I appreciate that. Hello, Jamin. How are you?
I'm fine. Hello, guys. How are you?
We're all doing good. How are you?
Yeah, about me, I'm recently came to Canada, and back in India, I have done my plastic engineering, and I have 20 years of experience as a product manager, but it's an actual product manager in a manufacturing industry. But here in Canada, after searching the market, I came to know about the IT has a more popular, it has more demand. So now I would like to switch my career from technical, means manufacturing side, to IT side. So I would like to know more and explore more which IT which is best, because, and to need to know that I get involved to and join this webinar today.
Thank
By this
you.
webinar, I'm hopefully anticipated that I can get some knowledge to which I have to go ahead.
Thank you, Jamin, for clearly articulating to us what is exactly your need. It's very common for because Canada is an immigration country. It's very normal for people to come up and pick up skills and transition into new careers. It's very normal. But when it comes to IT career, you need to be very careful in choosing your stream, because if that stream is not in demand, there's a possibility that you could be without job for a long time. And this is where we come in and we emphasize, we recommend some few careers which is doable for you. This is not a blanket approach. I remember my conversation with you, so I'm glad you're here. So and this is for you, and you'll start understanding by end of this session that how you can transition. Okay. Thank you,
sure.
David.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Hi, John. Hi, John. Aridepo. Hi, John. How are you?
Okay, this is John. I'm trying to see if my video comes up. Hello?
Not yet. We can't see you yet.
Okay, so what could be the problem?
It's okay. We can hear you. It's okay. Go ahead.
All right. My name is John Didapo. Oh, I wish this video can come up. All right. I just moved to Canada from Nigeria,
Okay.
and I have been in the construction industry for like 15 years now. I do construction cost consulting. Then we also do bid supervision, then project management. That's construction project management.
Okay.
And you know, Nigeria is a very large place, so Lagos being the main place, so we move from Lagos to far in and different places. And I've been able to escape IT for many years because I've been on the road. And but the noise about IT is getting too overwhelming. And when I decided to come to Canada, it came to my face, and I'm like, okay, there's no running away from this now. You're in. So, and
Yeah.
I came across your platform, and I'm like, okay, let me just give it a trial. Can't run away anymore. So it's better. It's later. It's better, and it's when you come in later, it's better than you are never in. So, all right. So I'm here. See what I can learn. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, John. We have a lot of folks from Nigeria moving into tech industry. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah, it's in my
Yeah.
face. It's everywhere now.
And I see a lot of Nigerians calling me like, I want to become Scrum Master, I want to become a BA. But I like how people are very resilient in Nigerian community. That's appreciated. So I'm glad you're here. So we're going to show the roadmap of how to start taking your first baby steps into an IT career. And what we're going to discuss does not require any coding skills, but we definitely need a problem solving skills. And that's what you're going to learn in this training program through Vishal, and you will become an expert in it. Okay, John, welcome again. Okay.
Yeah, somebody can give me a tip on how to put this video in. Maybe that will be my first lesson.
You might want to check. Sometimes what you have to turn off and turn on again. You might want to check in the settings, video settings. You want to click that. While you explore that, I'm just moving on to Misa. Hey, hi Misa Teklu. Hi Misa. Good evening.
Good evening. Hi.
Hello Misa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming. Can you give us a small, quick introduction about yourself and why you're here?
Yes, my name is Maada. I came from Ethiopia in US.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. We can't hear you much. Can you speak up, please?
Okay. My name is Maada. I came from Ethiopia,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in my home country. 10 years experience in administrative work.
Okay.
I moved in US and I went to Montgomery College and I take IT fundamental. And
Okay.
I joined in Amazon warehouse and I was taking on Google IT support and data center technician in IT, but I couldn't land in a job. That's why I'm coming. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's okay. So, well, this session would give you a good information on understanding the Canadian landscape and US landscape, okay, of job market, and then you will know how to navigate through it, and we are here to help you out, okay? Thank you. Hello, Gautam. Hi, Gautam, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We made it in the last minute, right? We
Yes,
sent you the
yes.
link, you made it, right?
Yeah, like last time I joined with you, right? In the last class,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
data
yeah.
engineering. So
I know. I know you are in a phase where you're exploring, and I'm glad you're here, which is totally all right. We do have different programs going on, right? Which is totally all right. So Gautam, let us know a little bit about why you're here and about yourself, please.
Myself, actually, I'm a tax consultant. So I had like 5, 6 years experience in India. Then I did my master's in fintech in UK. Then I moved here to US. I did my IT management here. Now, actually, technically, I'm completely non-IT guy. From non-IT to IT, I'm moving now.
Which is
So
totally all
that's
right.
yeah.
It's totally all right. Thank you for the introduction. Hello,
Yeah.
Alan. Alan, how are you?
How are you? Good. And you?
I cannot forget your name. You have my brother's name, Benny.
Yeah,
I cannot forget you. How are you doing? I'm glad you're here.
I'm good. And you?
I'm doing fantastic. Alan, give me a little bit of introduction about yourself to us, please.
Okay. So my name is Alan, and like I'm pretty new to my IT section. So I'm working as an educational counselor and also a marketing head for a restaurant. So I'm completely new to IT. So I just want to explore the IT section completely. I'm planning to withdraw from the management section to IT. That's my.
That's totally all right. We have solution for that too. Okay, that's totally okay. You don't have to feel nervous about it, and we're going to make this journey easy for you, and that's what we are here for. Okay, Alan.
Sure.
Thank you. Hello, Ritesh. Good evening, Ritesh. Hello, Ritesh. You there? Okay, we'll move on. Hi, Meenakshi. How are you? Good evening.
Hello, Sudhish. How are you?
I'm doing very good, Meenakshi. I am glad to see you. And I know we remember having our conversation, right? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience and why you're here?
Yeah, the thing is like my name is Meenakshi. I have a 6+ of experience in global mobility in HR team and back in India, like in TCS and also in Cognizant. I was working in an immigration team that is exclusively I work for an US immigration that visa type like H1B, L1A, and all kind of work permit visa. I worked for a long years. I have a good experience in that. Then we moved to US. Then I got experience in tax in US consulting office.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, I used to work. That is a good experience I got, like from the education I got from the finance and background. So I got that opportunity to work in US also. Then we moved to Canada due to this immigration. My husband was fed up with the immigration things and all. So we moved to Canada as an immigrant land. Of course, in 2019 and 20 and all, we must say that word.
Yeah.
The Canada have the big opportunity it's open to us. So we came to Canada. Then I started working as a law clerk in Vialto Partners, and become recently I was become unemployed for the from that company. So
Yeah.
after that, I started thinking about why can't we start IT from non-IT to IT, because
Yeah.
this many experience I come to know like people only in the IT sector have the good opportunity of work, and also we can wherever we go we have a knowledge about this, because these kind of things like immigration and all, when you go out, when you go and talk about this, it's very particularly like some people know about this. No many so many people doesn't have that much knowledge about that. So I want to move to IT. So I started learning in quality analyst and also the data analyst. So the good thing has happened to me is I completed a Power BI certification from the Microsoft.
Yeah.
So the approach is on the other side. So whenever I get a call from you, like what is the ServiceNow or what is a ServiceNow BA? Everybody know about only the BA. Nobody have much knowledge about the ServiceNow BA. So
Yeah.
it's new about for me. Then I hope like it will have like some knowledge about this after this webinar.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here, Meenakshi. We have been tracking. I have over a decade experience in Canadian and US job market, and we have seen, how the market has been changing based on the technology, based on the sectors. Market has been affected by political reasons. and our American influence. And there are so many factors can affect. And this is why we are here to give you that awareness, because when you come into a new country, we assume that the skills which are working in India will work in Canada too. And for many reasons, we are passionate about doing the same thing. But when you come to the new country, we are a little shocked. Like, how come? Like, I have so many years of experience, and it's not valid here, right? So Canada is a different job market. Okay, and that is why we are here to discuss that, and we're going to have a
No,
massive
I
Q&A
completely
session.
agree because my
Yeah,
husband usually said like in US that is different. Canada it's even more different
yeah,
because this country have the competition is also that equivalent to the
yeah,
India
yeah.
and the expectation is nearing to US. So it had the combination of both.
He said it right. He said it right. And I'm sure he has got tons of experience in North America. In Canada, if you want to get into a job faster, you have to understand what is trending right now.
Mhm.
Okay, and that is what we are, because we are experiencing staffing, and I can tell exactly, what is trending right now. We're going to talk in detail, and I'm sure this will be a big eye opener for you, Meenakshi, and we can always connect offline too to guide you more on that.
I
Okay.
have so many questions about this thing. Like I have a list of
Um,
questions. Let me ask such things
Hold
and
on
let's
to
go
it.
on. Yeah.
Hold on to it. I'm going to give you all the time. Hold on to it. We're going to discuss everything. I am 100% sure I can answer all your questions.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Keep it up. All right. So next, moving on to Vandana. Hi, Vandana. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
How are you?
I'm good.
All right.
So,
Thanks for coming, Vandana. Let us know about a little bit about yourself and why you're here, what you're expecting out of this session.
yes, so in Canada, I came here as a student in 2021. And then my background was not IT. I did human resources, but I sort of didn't like it after doing that. So I thought of moving into IT, and I did the data analytics course for 8 months. And then but doing the course was not enough for Canada.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm like struggling to find job and how to, improve
Yeah.
things to land a perfect job in IT.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here. When I came to this country, it took me 2 years to figure out what to do here, And I'm sure after this meeting, it is not going to be so tough for you because I'm going to break it down for you guys. Okay. And moving to a new country, settling down, because it's not like anybody will come and tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? And you are here to do information gathering, and that is the best thing to do. When you have information, that is power. Okay. And with right information, you can save a lot of time, and you can make strategic decisions. All right. So that's going to help you. Thank you, Vandana. Thank you. You're here.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
So, all right. And Akshay, good evening, Akshay. How are you?
Hi, good evening. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very good, Akshay. So, what brings you here? Let us know a little bit about yourself, please. Thank you.
So I came to Canada in 2019, and I just got a permanent. I just got a permanent residency like 3 months ago.
Okay.
So I'm currently working as a finance manager at a used car dealership. So
Okay.
I'm just exploring my other options because I want
Okay.
a job that I can do from 9 to 5. There is a salary because right now I'm doing a commission based job.
Yeah.
I'm making a good sort of a money, but I'm not happy with the number of hours and the effort that I need to put on.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted I'm doing this course, and I wanted to know. I have so many questions. I wanted to know what we should do after doing this course BA because I have zero knowledge about this course and everything. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm here today.
Well, I tell you what, I would say if you are very good in car selling, you can become any expert of consultant anytime, because I can know that you guys can sell $100,000 worth of car in 30 minutes, right?
Yes,
So
we can.
that's why I'm telling you, you guys are amazing. Every time I just go in and say, hey, I just want to have a test drive. And by the time I realize I'm already doing the paperwork. So I tell you something, you guys are amazing. And Akshay, I tell you something, if you can pull that job, pulling off an IT job is not a big deal for you. And I'm glad you're here and exploring your options. And we're going to go in detail. Yes, of course, for the roles we are talking about, communication skills are very important. Soft skills are very important because we're going to deal with the delivery team. We're going to deal with the business folks. A lot of stakeholder management is required. Interpersonal skills. So it's not a big deal. But end of the day, we want to make sure that we specialize in something, right? So that's why we're here to learn. Thank you, Akshay, for coming.
Thank you so much, then.
Which city are you in?
I'm
Which
Toronto.
city are you in, Akshay?
I'm
What
from
what
Toronto.
cars? Which company cars do you sell?
So I worked at a used car dealership named Carnans. So it's
Okay.
so we sell each and every kind of a car, like any model, any trim.
Okay.
If you want to get any sort of a car, I can get you one.
I would like to be friends with you.
Yeah, for sure. Why
I need
not?
your connection, Akshay. I tell you that. I got a lot of friends who buy cars. We can
So yeah,
always.
I'm always in. I'm always looking for new people who can provide me some leads, some sort of leads. Yeah.
I get a lot of leads. I'll give you. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
we can be the best friends.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right.
Yeah.
So anybody? Hi, Karthik. How are you? Okay, moving on. Nakul. Hi, Nakul. Good evening.
Hey, I'm
Karthik,
good.
how
How
are
are you?
you?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
doing
good. How
good,
are you?
Karthik. Good evening.
Yeah. Hey, good evening.
Okay, Karthik. What brings you here today? How can I help you? Give us a little bit
So,
about yourself.
yeah, actually, I'm looking for my wife to get into some job. I think we discussed already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just we are looking for getting into an IT job. So she
Okay.
has some experience in QA. So
Okay.
we're exploring. Currently, she's not working, so we are exploring some opportunities how we can get into the industry soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Does she have experience in mainframe?
No, she has some experience in SAP and
Okay.
in QA, mostly in QA.
Yeah. Okay. I did have an opening last couple of days on mainframe. I shared it in the group. I don't know if you noticed that. But it got filled up. But we can discuss on that. Even in ServiceNow platform, there's a lot of QA opportunities too. Okay. Yeah, because we will discuss more on that, Karthik, because we need a specialization today to move into
Okay.
a role. That's very, very important. Either you're specialized in guidewire technology or Salesforce platform or Pega, you have some kind of specialization for you to be successful. So the QA skills are not going anywhere. It is very useful, Karthik. Okay. She's
Okay.
going to use that skills in this role also. Okay. But we
Okay.
need to be very dynamic. We cannot, in today's market situation, we can't just target only one role. Okay. Whatever we do, we need to target 2 or 3 jobs. That's what we're going to do, Karthik. Okay. You're going to learn that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Did I miss anybody else over here before I move into the session?
Hi.
Hey, Ritesh, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. I like your beard, Ritesh.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that you're doing high maintenance over there, right? You look good on that. You're going to look good on it. How can I
Yeah,
help you,
thank you.
Ritesh?
So I'm basically from India and I come here in Canada in 2022. So I have been here in Edmonton for 2 years. And I have recently completed my certification called CompTIA Network Plus in October.
Okay.
And I'm looking for the career opportunity into the IT field. And
Okay.
I'm working right now as a fulfillment center associate in Amazon.
Okay. That's fair enough. And so you're looking to transition. Okay. So
Yeah.
Vishal sir is very close to your department, right? And so, we will address that. Okay. So all the certifications are pretty useful. Thank you. Did I miss anybody else? All good? Okay. So let's move in to the main session today and we'll take it forward. I'm going to share my screen. So guys, like I said, we are primarily a staffing company and we work only on the careers which are in demand. Okay, so you're seeing cloud data engineering over here, which is also a very hot career, but you do need to have a data analyst skills for it. In the Azure sector, there's a lot of jobs. We deal with careers in cloud, security, and data and infrastructure. Okay, and this list can keep changing. Depends on what's trending in the markets. And these careers which are dealing right now, we are looking at, we do see them trending for the next 10 years. Okay, then we have cloud DevOps. Anybody who has full stack or frontline or UI developers or automation testers, automation skills are good for cloud DevOps. So these all have technical careers I'm just talking about. Then we have cloud administrator roles, then we have cloud engineer roles, then we have data science roles. Everything has a certain kind of prerequisite, okay? And then we have cybersecurity. In cybersecurity, we do many other jobs like incident management, SOC and analyst, pen testing, information management system, and array of things. And Vishal sir is also a portfolio manager for that too. But we do have something for the folks who never been in IT before, okay? And so how do we move in to an IT career? Okay, so we're going to just talk a little bit about ourselves, give you a background of how to transition, and then we'll take you to a curriculum and we'll talk about our placement services. Okay, now when we talk about IT career, okay, moving into an IT job can be a very daunting task in Canada or US. Okay, so without guidance, there's a possibility that you could be studying something or putting your time into something which is not in demand and which can get very frustrating for you. You put your time and money into it, and then you realize that you're not getting interview calls. That's the last thing you want to happen. And this is why this session is going to be an eye opener for you. Okay. One of the careers which continues to be in trending since the time I landed in this country is a business analyst job, okay? Or you want to be an administrator in a trending tool, okay? So today's program, which I want to introduce you, it's about a technology system called ServiceNow. We're going to talk a lot about it. There's a huge demand for ServiceNow administrators and functional consultants, business analyst roles for this, because we need people who can administer this tool. Does not require any coding skills, does require problem solving skills. We'll be teaching a lot about the workflows from the UI side, configuration side, integration side. So what is ServiceNow is what we're going to introduce you. And then how can you work as an admin or a BA in this? As we know, a lot of people, there is a reason why I wanted to know, I gave an opportunity for all of you guys to understand that we are not the only person who are coming from non-tech. There are a lot of people here from non-tech. Anything other than ServiceNow BA requires a certain amount of technical skills to move. So everything has a prerequisite. So if you're never been in IT, then you want to take it a little easy and you don't want to go into something high-hanging fruit or highly technical, which can take almost close to 6-7 months for you to practice. And by the time you go into market, it's going to take a humongous amount of time. And the careers which I'm talking about today, you can transition from the time you're going into a job market within 0 to 4 months. Today, that is a current trend. Before COVID, it will take 2 months. This month, if you're applying, next month you're sitting with 2 offers. But market is improving right now because of Trump administration. Jobs are coming up, and we see a lot of traction in these careers. So today's focus is more on ServiceNow BA role. Okay, so Vishal sir, I'm going to just give a small introduction about myself, and then you can take us through the curriculum. Okay, so what we do in Lead Techno Consulting, we are consulting services. We help with a lot of deployments and consulting activities with many other agencies in US and Canada with our offshore team in India. And if there's an opportunity, we will also observe you in one of our projects too. There is always an opportunity coming up, both in US and Canada. We work with many partners there. And then we have staffing services. In staffing services, we work with companies like Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech Infosys, TCS, Randstad, Wipro. I'm sure you guys are aware of this. So we work, and our candidates work in contract to them. Okay, so they provide their openings to us and we source candidates to them. We also provide candidates to Ontario Health Services, Alberta Health Services, And then we work with many other third-party agencies too, who are vendors like us, who are staffing services like us. So we work in a huge network of close to 600 recruiters between US and Canada. So why are we talking about staffing services? Is because today many of the companies will focus on training, but not in placements. Okay, but we work other way around. We start from placement. We do our market research. We understand where the jobs are, and then we help people move into those career. Our main business is payroll business, which is the staffing business. But we also see an opportunity where in certain technologies, we really don't have candidates for junior roles. So that's why we have training going on. And we also want to help our service to the community, where we want to help people who are aspiring like you, give them an opportunity and get our expertise to them and help them seamlessly through this complete pipeline. We have operations team, we have a marketing team for your resume, and then we have a training team where we have expert trainers like Vishal sir, who are leading the ServiceNow and cybersecurity portfolio for us. Okay, and career mentorship. And you will be getting a continuous career mentorship, because you might be stepping into a new career. You might not know what is your 5-year plan. Where can I go? How far can I invest in? The careers we are talking about are the kind of careers where you can retire for the rest of your life. So you can completely go, in learning those systems, which you can become a consultant in it, and you can have that career for the rest of your life, because we deal more with cloud services a lot, because that's the future for us. Okay, and then little bit about, and then coming down today, see, being an administrator, there is Salesforce administrator role is there, Guidewire administrator role is there, Pega administrator role is there. Every technology has a data steward. Technology administrators are there. They don't have to be any kind of technology expert. This is where, as a non-IT, all you have to do is become expert in a system. Why are we talking about a system? Can I move into a IT without knowing a system? You were able to move as a BA or a data analyst or software testers a couple of years back. But these days, these careers are pretty saturated because the country is too crowded, as you all know. So when it gets crowded, many careers which are very visible to others can be very stagnated. There are too many people who are applying in the job. But a lot of people do not know there is a lot of opportunity in the ServiceNow ecosystem. And I think we are the only providers who are providing training and placement assistance in ServiceNow from Canada. So, and for now, we are hiring in ServiceNow. Maybe if things changes tomorrow, we might be promoting something else. But today's trend is this. If you're having this technology and you're certified and you know how this tool works and you know how to configure it, boom, you're able to get a job. So I want to talk a little bit about ServiceNow over here and help you understand why ServiceNow, right? So in ServiceNow, there are two roles you can target out of this program. One is administrator role, and which is a techno-functional role on the IT side, and also as a BA role. Okay, so as a BA, there are many roles. Okay, there are 100 types of BA roles. But today, if you are expert in a particular technology, it's good for you, because you don't want to depend on a domain or a sector or a banking sector, or insurance sector, or something like that, because there is a possibility. I wouldn't say it's a bad decision, it's a good, but there's a possibility that it can fluctuate because of volatility of the market. Okay, but when you hold on to a technology, wherever it is implemented, regardless of the sectors, your scope of job is becoming bigger. Now you're able to get job from different sectors, because you know the particular technology. So this is a skill. In Canada, if you want to settle down fast, or in US, you need to have a strong skill which is in demand. That is how you need to start thinking. Okay, so that is why we are talking about ServiceNow. So the many common question is, why do we consider to care about ServiceNow? Basic questions, some of the few questions are, what could possibly great about working in ServiceNow ecosystem? For the guys from tech, they know that ServiceNow is a ticketing tool. So what's the big deal about it? So we're going to talk about it. Why should we switch in and learn ServiceNow? Okay, is the salary potential really that high? How difficult it is to get started into a ServiceNow ecosystem as a platform? And do I have to be technologically guru to make it? I do want to tell you, a thumb rule is, when you want to move into an IT, of course, we would advise you not to take something really technical. You want to become a techno-functional role. That is where you want to start, and something which is doable for you. okay, and so that you can use your functional interpersonal skills. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss more about it. So who is ServiceNow? ServiceNow employs over 17,000 people across the globe. Okay, it's one of the most innovative companies of the century. In 2022, ServiceNow was recognized as one of the Glassdoor's best places to work, both in US and UK. In 2021, ServiceNow is one of the Fortune magazine's world's most admired companies and future-centric company. When I say future-centric company, it's very, very important. This is the way I look at it. Just because everybody is doing something does not mean they're right. You need to define your own pathway by understanding where the market is. And you have to think like an individual. You can get information gathering from everybody, but when you study for futuristic careers, and these countries in US and Canada, they are very futuristic. They keep, moving towards future. A lot of new technologies are introduced. So you cannot learn everything, but you can pick up one demand skill, and that could be something like ServiceNow. Okay, so let's discuss about who is ServiceNow. ServiceNow is a kind of company which has more than 80% of Fortune 500 companies are their clients. It's a cloud infrastructure system. Okay, on the infrastructure side. Okay, and today it's a data of 2022 to 2022 fiscal year, but 2024 they're making close to $18 billion a year. Almost 98% of their own clients year on year they're renewing. Okay, and there is a huge amount of job opportunities over there, and the unemployment rate is only 1%. To have a strong career in IT, you need to have a technology-based career. That's how you secure your jobs as well. That's another way of looking into it. Okay, so when you look at the growth rate of ServiceNow, and like I said, it's one of the most innovative company of since 2018. Now, I think they have more than close to 40,000 plus staff all around the world, and they're doing really well. But the good news over here is, here almost though the ServiceNow platform is growing very fast, there is a huge talent void market here. We require a lot of skills. Folks who have ServiceNow knowledge, we are lacking today, but there are not many people who know about ServiceNow as a technology, nor their administrator roles or BAs. There are so many openings are coming up, but not enough skills. So that is why we are introducing ServiceNow. We are already doing training, a lot of batches here. Around 2025, we are expecting another 250,000 jobs coming up in this area, including Europe and North America. Okay, and only the unemployment rate is only 1% in the ServiceNow ecosystem. So growth rate is really good. If you're scared about unemployment, or if you're scared about I want to take a career where I don't have to change again, then this is where you want to start thinking. Top companies like Deloitte, Coca-Cola, Delta, AT&T, McDonald's, Microsoft, Wayfair, ServiceNow. There are so many, NBA. These are one of the world famous companies who have ServiceNow as their partners for infrastructure. So today, ServiceNow career is having a tremendous growth, like how SAP had 25, 30 years back. Folks who are jumping in today, they will be able to retire here because it's in a growth rate. The good news is ServiceNow does not have any rival company. They are the only company of its kind which are offering these IT services, and which means that you can have a good opportunity to go into this career. And one of the news what I bring into the community is I bring in careers where you can move in as a junior as well. Many of the jobs you cannot move as a junior. If you go into a QA line, there are people with 10 years experience waiting for the job. If you look at data analysts, there are people with 6, 7 years, 10 years of experience waiting there. So what is the competition you have with so many experts? So you want to go into a latest career where there is demand and there is not many skills, you can also move in as a junior role. So this is good for you. So the CEO of the company is Mr. Bill McDermott. He was also an SAP CEO too. So this ServiceNow company is now transforming like SAP because he grew the company from 39 billion to 156 billion. I like this guy. He was working in a Delhi shop, and today he's a CEO of one of the world's most innovative companies. Okay, he's a very humble guy, and then but Fred Ludy is the founder of the company, and who is also a dropout. But then he found this company when he understood there is a demand for it. 2003, this company was found as a Glidesoft, and later on it was becomes a ServiceNow. It's a public traded company and is the most innovative company, and the growth rate has been tremendous throughout the year on year. So now let's look into understand what is ServiceNow. Okay, in every company, every organization, there is an IT department. Okay, y'all are with me? Can you give me a yes if you are listening to me? Everybody, can you give me a yes? Every company has IT company, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure that everybody's listening to me, because this is going to change your decision making into your career. Okay, every organization has an IT department. I do want to tell you, an IT department is a necessary evil, a cost which you cannot avoid. So what businesses do is they have a problem, they will reach out to the IT department, and there's an IT guy over here with a funny face. They provide a solution for the business, and we fix the problem. This is what IT departments do. It's an expense, okay, and which cannot be avoided, okay. But most of the companies, after the introduction of ServiceNow, they realize that they are able to reduce the operational cost by 50%. So which is why, and this is the only company which is offering IT solutions, IT infrastructure, ticketing, and all kind of solutions in cloud. So right now, because it's reducing the operational costs, that's also an amazing reason why most of the companies are moving towards ServiceNow space, and ServiceNow is making a lot of noise around it. So why ServiceNow? What if IT services are designed and delivered in a way that allowed business people to solve business problems themselves? ServiceNow is a tool where a client can configure the ServiceNow tool according to their own requirement. That is why we need ServiceNow administrators and business analysts who can help configure, who can understand the client's requirement. What are the kind of workflows they do need in these tools? What are the technology stacks they have? What kind of configurations they have? The experts will look into it. Do you need to have those kind of technology skills? You don't need to know everything, but you do need to understand how ServiceNow platform works. And that's what Vishal sir will teach you. Okay. Is it possible to build a platform where interacting with IT services is intuitive, well delivered, and enjoyable to work with? Yes. So ServiceNow being a cloud platform, it reduces the operation costs. It allows to outsource the entire IT department to cloud and say goodbye to the traditional way of IT departments work, which is very, very expensive. Okay, so this is how ServiceNow is a cloud platform, and there's a lot of opportunity it is. So ServiceNow is also a cloud-based application platform, or called as APaaS, which is able to provide infrastructure, platform usage, application workflows, everything in cloud. Okay, so there is something called Now Platform UI, which also we teach in this program. We are also teaching Gen AI in this program. So it's a very highly configurable website. This 2025 and 2026, it's going to be a great year for deployment for Canada, especially Canada, because there's a lot of deployment activity happening going on. So this is the right time, because after 2 years, it's going to be a lot of maintenance going on, right? And so 2025 and 2026, we see a lot of deployment happening around various sectors. So this is the right time to jump into this, and Vishal is going to take us more deep into this. So as a platform, we will be going into a lot of detail about it, because it has its own database model. Okay, so we're going to talk about it which is the heart of ServiceNow. Okay, and it has the ability to, this application we can customize according to various workflows required by the clients, and we can integrate seamlessly. So in this training program, we will teach you as an admin. For you to kickstart your career in ServiceNow, you need to start as an admin. No matter what role you're going in, even if you're a developer, this ServiceNow admin certification is very important to even to become a functional consultant or a business analyst, or you want to become a solution architect, or if you want a developer. Okay, so ServiceNow, how ServiceNow works. So, well, ServiceNow is a suite of applications. Like I said, ServiceNow is becoming like SAP. There are a lot of modules you see: IT workflow, service management, operations management, business management, asset management, DevOps. Then we have employee workflows, employee onboarding, offboarding, HR service delivery. Then we have customer workflows. There are so many workflows are here. You cannot master everything. Even if you become expert in one, that's more than enough. Because as a functional consultant, you need to have a knowledge on the particular tool, and then you should be able to communicate your expertise and help the business people understand the requirement, and you need the skills. We're going to go in detail in it. These are the various modules you're looking at, and in ServiceNow, it's little tiny. I hope you guys are able to see there are IT workflows, employee workforce, customer workflows, creative workflows, Now platform. Every year they're coming with new modules to be competitive. Okay, so yes, Meenakshi, did you ask me a question?
In your previous slide, there is that in workflow, there is a number. It is HR service delivery 16, workflow service doors. What is that 10? What is that numbering in that? It's amount of work.
These are the module numbers, the workflow numbers. These are different workflow, the workflow numbers which we have. Every module has a workflow number. That's what it is.
Okay.
Got it? So once you start understanding the total suite of workflows, but it's impossible for you to learn everything. But I'm just letting you know that the various functionalities the ServiceNow platforms can do. Yeah. Okay, and they are also coming up with new modules like SAP too, like even they do in Salesforce. They're giving a huge competitions to Salesforce too. Okay, Meenakshi?
Okay, thank you.
All right. So, there is going to be a continuous learning when you choose this career. So it's very important that you want to choose one platform where you can become a master of it and become an expert in it, and then you can become a consultant in it and help organizations with deployment, administration, maintenance, all kind of activities you can do in it. And 99% you're going to learn on the job. Okay, so this company is headquartered in California, and they have offices in America, Europe, Middle East, Africa. It's a global organization, guys. So you could be getting job anywhere. Okay, it could be from Middle East. So you could be sitting in Canada, but you could be getting job from overseas. That are the possibilities. Now you want to start thinking beyond the boundaries of Canada. It's very, very important. I'm in Canada, but I do business in US too. We do business in Europe. We do business in Middle East. Why? Because even looking at job prospect also, you want to take a career which is in a global platform. Okay, so which can take you to places you will be able to get from regardless of the borders. Data centers are located in Asia Pac, in Australia, Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, India, and Middle East, North America, South America. So they are very self-sufficient. So what is the definition of ServiceNow? ServiceNow is a software company based in Santa Clara, California, founded by Fred Ludy in 2003 to solve problems large enterprises face with traditional IT delivery. There is always a lot of problems. That's what these guys are fixing by providing a robust, simple to use, cloud-based environment in which business people can solve business problems themselves. ServiceNow as a platform, it works in Azure and AWS. So you are learning a platform which is already in demand, and also a platform which is integrated with Gen AI, and also it is in cloud. These three combinations makes this system technology very, very lucrative. Okay, do you need coding skills for it? You don't need it. And that's what makes it special. So beginner's guide to become a ServiceNow professional, it's relatively faster to get a job because right now in the market, there's a lot of deployment happening, as I said. So your chances of getting into a job is very high. Job market is hot, and you need to be certified come what may to go into the job market. Without certification, your chances are very bleak. So it is must in a ServiceNow. It's a high-paying job in this ecosystem, which is pretty much guaranteed. Money is going to come, no problem. All you have to do is be expert in the system. ServiceNow has 7,000 customers, covers 80% of the Fortune 500 companies. It's a big dog. And any company which owns 80% of the Fortune 500 companies as a client, it's a big thing. So ServiceNow is scaling up to training almost 1 million candidates by 2025. 2025 is a big year for folks who are moving into IT career. 2023, 2024 was okay, but 2025 is really good. and there is a demand for talents to support those customers. So if you're moving into IT, and having a ServiceNow infrastructure certification can also help you navigate in other roles also, which looks good on you. ServiceNow reduces the IT cost by 50%, as you know. Rising growth of ServiceNow is leading to multiple job opportunities. There are plenty of roles available. You could be working for a Canadian firm. You could be working for a consulting company. You could be working as a full-time job. You could be working for the ServiceNow company itself. So there are a lot of facets, and there are many multiple job opportunities are there with remote jobs as well. So remote job opportunities are very high, and but I can say there's a good 50% of it. 50% is on-site, both in US and Canada. Okay, so before I go more deep into it, I will let Vishal sir take over from here, and if you can take us through your point of view and share a little bit of from your point of view about ServiceNow, and then we can talk about our placement services. I'll make you the host.
Thank you, Sudesh. Yes,
You're
I can
welcome.
share.
Just give me a minute. I'm just trying to.
I can share. I have the.
You have it? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, yes. Good evening, everyone. And this part we'll start with if you are a beginner in ServiceNow or if you have worked with the platform, please type yes in the chat box. And if you are completely new, please type no in the chat box. And your time starts now. Okay, fantastic. No, no, no. Okay, super. Very good. Anyone is okay. Everyone says no. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, friend, by any chance, have you ever heard of ServiceNow? Like just a query. Have you heard of ServiceNow? Yes or no in the chat box, please. Or maybe you might have heard about the buzzword regarding, yes, it's a buzzword and everyone wants, okay, you have some. Fantastic. Okay, you have never heard of. Okay, congratulations for deployment. Fantastic. So I can see a mixed response. No problem, friend. So I'm going to help you out. But before that, I'm going to put 3 statements, okay? And as per your knowledge, if you think that it's right, it's incorrect, please let me know, okay? And then we dive into this topic. And I can ensure that it will be short, so don't worry. So the first statement is, US and Canada are among the largest markets for ServiceNow, with organizations across sectors like finance, healthcare, tech, and government. Everyone is looking forward to business analyst and administrator. If you think that this statement is correct, type yes, or if you feel this is no, type no in the chat box. Okay, so Anand says yes. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. So everyone says yes. Wow, okay. So friends, a few minutes back, you just said that you don't know ServiceNow, but you have heard that US and Canada are the largest market. Okay, fantastic. Very good. The second question. The average salary for a ServiceNow business analyst or administrator is between 85,000 to 1,50,000 annually. If you think that this is true, please type yes in the chat box. Okay, fantastic. Vishni. So, Vishni, thank you for sharing because you are a pro here. Fantastic. Okay, Ritesh says no. Lovely. So, friends,
Yeah, I
as
know a
you can
little
see,
bit like employment. That's why.
yes, so that's the reason when you say yes, because most of them do not have an idea that entry level can get you up to $85,000.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
Yes,
and
I know
experience
that.
gets up to 120 to 150,000. And if you are a pro, the sky is the limit.
No, I can say yes, it's more than 85,000. It's like start 90. I started with 90 in the previous job.
So,
Yeah.
Vishni, if you are so people like you,
I was an
trust
entry.
me,
I was entry level.
yeah,
You know, I didn't know
yes,
ServiceNow, so I was trained, but I start with 90K. Yeah.
absolutely. So that's exactly the potential it has. So if you are the ones who actually want to switch over or looking forward to transition, or the one who want to upskill yourself, this is the right time. And the last one for the day is with remote work coming into the picture. The rise of hybrid and remote work model has expanded opportunities for ServiceNow business analysts and administrator, both in US and Canada. How many of you agree that lot many remote work are now available, and especially in ServiceNow? So, friend, just imagine by adding up ServiceNow to your portfolio, you can actually get an opportunity to work in remote mode. Fantastic. So I guess yes, everyone said yes, agree. Fantastic. Yes. Anyone else would like to add on? So I can see Adarth, Vishni, they are pro. They have an experience and they know that like what are the things here. Great. So friend, I am going to take you to the next level where usually when we discuss over ServiceNow or any platform, there are two set of professionals. One is IT professionals and the other ones are non-IT professionals. So what we have designed here is something which is both for best of the worlds. So we are presenting this curriculum or this business analyst as well as ServiceNow administrator module so that you can have best of the both the worlds. Many times ServiceNow is like adding up a skill to you. So if you are completely new, you have never been to IT, many of just don't dive into IT because you feel you have to learn coding or there is a lot more techno involved. Friends, with ServiceNow, not much of the technology is required. No coding is required. It doesn't mean that completely no coding is required, but if you don't know coding, if you are completely new, transition is much easier compared to other platforms. And this is just like adding up one skill. And for the professionals, like I was hearing Suleiman has dived into incident management and INC 001 in front. So Suleiman and Anand, for you, you will be the other side of the story. As in, not the ones who are raising the tickets, but you will be the ones who will be managing the tickets and the databases from the background. You can become ServiceNow administrator. So as I said, for the beginners, it's adding up a skill. For the IT guys, it is upskilling. And then we are actually preparing a bridge. So many times I'm sure you would agree that business experts have a limited knowledge on technology, but they are good with business processes and workflows. And the technology guys are good with technology and they have not much of experience in business. But how about bridging a gap so that you can prepare a workflow, you can prepare a model, and then can dive directly into technology by adding up workflows and automation. Two keywords here are automation and compliances. Friends, trust me, automation and compliances are the buzzword. And going forward, organization have to deal with it. If you are not automating yourself or the processes are not automated, trust me, you will be losing out. So organization now have realized with an advent of AI and everything, automation is the key word. People are looking forward to do automation for the repeated tasks. They don't want to waste their time. And along with that, compliance takes up a lot many parts. So just imagine both are very, very important. And if you have that skill where you know the automation and also know how to generate reports using that automation, you will be the wonder guy in your organization. So, friends, I am going to take you through ServiceNow. As Anubhai also has suggested, what is ServiceNow, but I'm going to keep it short and simple. ServiceNow is a cloud-based platform. As you can understand, Sudesh bhai was sharing about platform as a service, software as a service. So cloud, I'm sure everyone knows here it's a remote storage. So ServiceNow is deployed on a cloud storage where you will be accessing via an instance. So I'm just adding up a name. The sole purpose of this is creating tickets, requests, incidents, customer inquiries, just like a CRM software. So as Suleiman mentioned, if there is some problem and you want to put a complaint to your IT guy, you have to raise a ticket. And you raise a ticket on the platform which is ServiceNow or Jira. Similar platforms are available, but ServiceNow is super popular. Jira had a limited functionality, but with ServiceNow, it is with almost every organization, every sector it can be associated with. Primarily, we tag it with IT service management also. This helps us in enhancing productivity. And as I said, once everything is automated, life becomes much, much simpler. I would like to take in two features. One is IT service management, and the second one is beyond IT. So it's not only limited to IT, but it is also associated with HR, customer service, security, and wherever you want to automate workflow, manage requests, and optimize employee experience, you can put in ServiceNow, which clearly means that only IT is not for you. Once you dive into ServiceNow, it opens up a multiple opportunity. So it's not only and only about service management, but you can go beyond IT and where you can take care of HR, customer service, security, backend, and everywhere you can go ahead and add up to your value. And you can see with the globe here, the biggest one seems like other, but otherwise you can see we have finance, healthcare, retail, government, and other. Almost everyone is now using ServiceNow. So just imagine if you have that skill or if you upskill yourself, you can be part of this curriculum or you can be part of this globe. Again, it's up to you whether you want to add a skill or you want to upgrade yourself or upskill yourself. Currently, there's a huge requirement for someone who can fill the gap, fill the bridge. But if you want to become a service administrator, this is the right opportunity. Some of the career growth and salaries. ServiceNow had a great growth opportunity. We just saw with the three statement I shared. And yes, friend, it's a lucrative salary. So as Vishni also mentioned, starting from $90,000. Wow. So if you start with as a beginner or a 2 years, you start with 90,000. I think that is one of the best way to get started, or that is the best way to transition from any other career. Don't you think that that's fantastic? If you think that's fantastic, please type yes in the chat box.
Well,
We will
I'll
also be
explain
helping you.
myself. I can say yes because I didn't even have any experience. I was hired, and then
Okay.
the developers trained me how to use ServiceNow, and I was getting
Okay.
90.
Fantastic. So Vishnu, see, the idea is since you had a basic knowledge, but otherwise 80 is great to start. Don't you think as a switch to your career, that is a great
Yeah,
opportunity?
because I have Jira experience too. But when I went to IT, developers was using ServiceNow because I was a Scrum Master, I have to do
Mm.
deployment, right? So
Right,
I was
right,
the one like using ServiceNow, like filling everything, like all the plan, everything, the SQL too. So this is how I learned with my developers because I was a Scrum Master,
right,
and
right,
with
right.
the experience, and then I got like my salary was raised, So, but
Fantastic, fantastic.
I don't have a certification, but I have experience. So if you
Lovely.
put service now, I can manage, I can do the deployment, everything. But every 2 weeks we were doing deployment. So it was me who has to present that to uh like the team so that they approve it.
Fantastic.
Right? So this experience, but I don't have a certification though. I wish I need a certification just to prove like my experience,
So
everything.
Vishnu, congratulations. We'll help you with the certification. Because that's the next one which we share. Because friends, trust me, this is something certification are like the badges, which actually helps you to take to the next level. So friends,
Mhm.
just imagine when we speak of carry forwarding what Vishni said, whenever we are working in service now, you were on the other side where you will raise a ticket. But now you will be part of the other side or the back end team. So just imagine there will be an instance where you are developing something. There will be an instance where you are testing something, and then you will be having an instance which is your final production environment. Development, user testing, and then we have the final production environment. So how the transition from all the three phases works, how the deployment stage works, we will be learning everything in here. And you being a business process analyst, or you, if you know how to create workflows, you can actually bridge the gap between both of them. And if not, you can still acquire that skill. So just imagine transitioning from A to B, it's much, much easier. In our previous batch, we have a dietitian who has completely switched over to ServiceNow, and in a span of 1.5 months, she is one of the most active and is now able to prepare a form, create a table, create a scope application, and everything in just less than 1.5 months. And just to share in, we have alternate classes. Like in a week, we have 3 classes. So just imagine in less than 20 classes, she is an expert now. So she wants to learn more. So this is the time where you can actually go ahead and take it forward. And we provide you 4 options, but primarily we are focusing on ServiceNow Business Analyst and Administration, which we are highlighting because that is the best of both the worlds. To take this forward, we will be helping you with hands-on experience, as well as it's not about only showing you how to do it, but we will actually ask you to share your screen and completely follow step-by-step guidance to take it forward. So I'm sure one of us wanted to help us to learn that how he or she can switch on the video. So friends, it's just like guiding you step by step. So just imagine you will be developing, creating core modules all by yourself. I am not going to do anything, but it's you who will share your screen. And it's not only 1 or 2, but every week, everyone will get a chance. So they will be sharing the screen, they will be preparing the instance themselves, they will be creating tables, they will be modifying everything, and we'll be helping out every time.
Oh,
Along with this, yes, Vishni.
Sorry, just to interrupt. Like, when you talk to
Yes, yes.
ServiceNow, like, oh, are we like being in an agile methodology? Because I have been working like,
Yes.
Jira, ServiceNow, agile. We use agile, right? The
Right.
Scrum, all those things. So I think ServiceNow, when we do that, we need to learn agile too, I guess, right? It will be part
So
of the.
we will help you with the basics of that, because see, we are promoting something which is where we don't have a coding skill required or a complete business process. We'll help you to learn how to use this application and a bit of agile.
Okay, okay. Because most company use agile now, like,
Yes, yes,
so that's
yes,
why I wanted to see, because me, I have lots of certification in agile. So, but my
yes,
past
yes,
experience was when we use ServiceNow, Jira, everything. It's combined with agile methodology, right? So that's why I
yes,
wanted.
yes. So as for the development, agile methodology is what people use. But again, the best part is when we are working on application, not much of agile is required. But if you want to
Mm,
set it up, you have the structure ready. It's very easy
okay,
for you to become an administrator or an implementer.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So friends, I'm going to take you through the curriculum, and if you have any questions, you may ask in. So I'm just sharing the curriculum to you.
Um, so
Yes.
there has been a hype. I have always heard that an architect can do an administrator's job, and this is also seen in data science as well as in cloud. So that makes me a bit scared. Uh, what do you think about it?
So see, it's about skill. I'll tell you. So Suleiman, you love cricket.
Yes, I like it.
So are you an all-rounder, or you love bowling or batting?
I'm a wicket keeper.
Fantastic. So I am a die-hard fan of Dhoni. So now, if I am only the batter, don't you think that you have much more better skills than me? What do you think?
Okay.
So,
I understand what
so
you're
it's
saying.
it's 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 like that only. So when see ServiceNow and cloud platforms are something which are very very specific, right? The best part is how you use your experience. So ideally, architect and administrator will form on with, but architecture or architect will more focus on the process and workflows. Admin will focus on managing the incidents or the users and everything, or taking a regular backups. So both the job roles are different, but eventually they know that if required, I have to bowl. So as a wicket keeper, if you require to bowl, you'll go and you'll bowl an over, right? So it's like that only. Because ServiceNow, everyone, so in fact, and as an implementer, I have to go through the basic modules, I have to go through basic table creations, I have to go through custom application. The basics is always same for everyone. So what happens is architect can actually help the admin team. But what admin can do, architect will not be able to do completely. So if you ask a bowler to do a wicket keeping job, he can manage but not be able to do. So just imagine if we ask him to take a backup, right? So just imagine. So in ServiceNow, there's something called update set, and then we also have import data. So it's a bit a different role, but yes, at point of time, architect can actually become an admin. But again, it's about your skill, how you take it forward. So I hope I was able to address that.
Yes.
Fantastic. So it's just like that. It's nothing. So it's always like someone will say that I can do it. But yes, so for example, if you are in a cloud, also the same thing can happen. But it's about your specialty. People want experts. So if you have your expertise, that will add on. So
Just
friends,
to
I'm
add on
quickly
to
going.
that, Vishal, just
Yes,
to add on
Sudhir.
to Sulaiman's
Yeah.
question over there, Sulaiman, usually architects, they are working more on the solution side also. They are the solution providers in any projects. Okay, they are the people who are trying to understand, who know the complete technology stack, the configuration management of the particular organization. They need help with as much as they know the ServiceNow platform in and out, but for day-to-day usage of the tools, and they need a data steward who is dedicated for that particular system. And that's where admins come in, and solutions architects, they know knowledge, but they will not be engaging in day-to-day transactions of the platform. Okay, and you as an administrator, you will be working, creating workflows, becoming an SME, giving you expertise to BAs on the new integrations and new feature changes. Those kind of expertise you will be doing in ad hoc basis also. So solution architect is another role. They have a full knowledge of the system, but in day-to-day basis, they don't engage in doing activities of an admin. Got it? Okay. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sudesh. Thank you. So friends, I'll quickly take you through the curriculum, and this is for you. So you can see that these are the potential job titles which you can work in: business analyst, administrator, ServiceNow platform admin, ServiceNow consultant, ITSM specialist, project manager, technical support analyst, and enterprise service management administrator. So course outline is we have primarily modules where we start with ServiceNow admin module, where we'll be learning about ServiceNow user interface, list view, admin, ITSM module, incident, problem, change, and knowledge management. We'll be covering up about service catalogs. We'll learn about dashboards, SLA, SLM, email notifications, what are different business rules. And then we'll have a mock interview as well and capstone projects for you, which will be testing how good you are. So there will be a set of criteria which you have to qualify during our mock interview. And this will be like a real test for you. Along with this, the second module consists of Employee Center Essentials, where we'll be learning about the baseline configuration, management, creating a microsite and news article. And then we start with Now Create, and the final module will be ServiceNow platform implementation, where we'll be discussing about simulator, Now Create, how to initiate your project, how to plan your project, how you can use agile planning into it, and then we'll also set up LDAP, server setup, and user import. Followed by this, we'll come on to the final module where we'll be setting up your project. We'll have a scoped application, attend a sprint setout, and we'll configure the step-by-step guidance so that by the time you will be able to prepare or host a workshop for yourself. So this is in a nutshell what we are going to cover. Over to Sudesh Bhai. If you have any questions, please let us know.
Thank you very
But-
much.
Yeah.
How
Yes, Rishi, please go
long?
ahead.
Yeah, how long those courses will take?
We are, hello Vishnu, I'll take that question, Vishal. So we are starting the first week of January. Okay. So you're looking at a period of 2.5 months to complete. Okay. And we have 3 sessions a week, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are starting at 7 p.m. EST time zone. Okay.
Okay,
So
and we have to pay for that, right?
yeah, it's a paid service. We'll get all the details to you in shortly, and I'm just going to present that to you right now. Okay, and then we're going to open up the floor for Q&A. Okay, we're a little past the time, so I'm just going to quickly get into that. So I do want to talk about different phases of it. Okay, the first phase of this program, which is going to start at the first, because we have holiday season coming up, Christmas and New Year, so we don't want people to miss out on that. So I want you guys to enjoy it and then start off in the first week of January. And by the time you'll need to register for it. So there are 4 phases to it. First phase is for the folks who are going into admin role, they have to do the CSA certification, certified administrator certification, they have to do it. And for the BAs, they do have to do implementation certification. So first part is the training part. We're going to take you guys through the in and out of the platform as an administrator, because without having knowledge on the ServiceNow ecosystem or the platform, you cannot start your career in this technology. So you need to start there. And phase 2 is the certification phase. Somewhere at the middle of the program, around 50 to 60%, when you're completed, you can kickstart the certifications, and we will be sharing you many sample questions for the certifications to clear. You need to take the certification from ServiceNow. It's an additional cost for the CSA guys, and for the BAs who are already BAs and who want to move into ServiceNow platform, then they need to do CSA, plus they also have to do implementation certification also. Okay, well, if you want, you can, but you can also move in as admin certified also and add your experience, which you already have. But if you have a implementation certification, that's even good. That increases your paycheck. Okay. Phase 3 is a pre-marketing phase, where we are already around 80% of the course completion. We are already starting to work on building your resume, LinkedIn prep for you. You need to pass our mock interviews for us to start marketing. That is important. Okay. So for us to market you with your vendors and everything, you need to make sure that you pass our mock test, because we are marketing you, and we want to make sure you are good at it before you go into the job market. Okay. And then we are resume marketing. So there are 2 ways. Applying for the jobs in the portals and everywhere, it is a regular work which is be done by you. What we do is we market your profile, your resume, with hiring partners, vendors, companies like ours, and direct vendors. Okay, we go ahead and market them, and we let them know that, hey, we got contacts. We have candidates who are expertise in this, and they're ready to take interviews, and we market them. Not only that, we work consultants. We have many consultants working in different organizations. So we send the hot list to them also, and they also refer you inside the organization, and they get referral fees. Okay, so for you to get into a ServiceNow platform for the interviews, you got to make sure that we need to highlight transferable skills in your resume. For example, like Anand or Vishnu, they have experience, all right? So based on whatever you're doing before, we need to transform your resume to meet the Canadian standards and the market requirements, and the projects which you do in the ServiceNow training, you will be able to showcase that. Okay, in your resumes, they are custom made for you based on your prior experience. If you're on a work permit, if you're a permanent resident or a citizen, if you are looking into a citizen, you're looking to take jobs in US, your resume will be different. Okay, you will have to show more experiences. But in Canada, it's different. Okay, so we need to change according to that. Okay, and showcase your. But the thing is, of course, ServiceNow has a huge platform where a lot of people come together, and public platforms are there who can do, you get to learn a lot out of that. You understand how the market is trending because ServiceNow platform evolves pretty soon. So you need to keep up with the market requirement, and we know the market requirement. So that's what we're going to deliver in this training. Okay, so you will need to be very passionate about it. I do want to tell you, you can't just if you're a QA, don't think that a QA job will get you a role in ServiceNow. No, if you're a BA, no, you need to be a good amount of knowledge. You need to have a ServiceNow systems and workflows for you to have those kind of conversations with in the interviews and also in the job. So what we're doing over here is preparing you for the job. So what is this program is all about? So of course, Vishal sir is going to train you really well. And before we market you in the job market, actual course program, the one which we had before, everything is at 2,000, but only for this program, because of holiday season, we are offering at 1,500, which includes your training, plus certification training, plus interview questions, your resumes, your LinkedIn's, and then resume marketing. It's all included in 1,500. Okay, so you're going to get expert training. It's a hands-on training. It's totally practical. We have a marketing team. We're going to market you, and there's a strategy to go into the job market here, and we're going to target job placement supports. It's going to be a comprehensive skill development for you. Some of them will be going for other senior jobs based on your backgrounds. So it is a continuous career guidance. So based on where you come from, your work background, we will be supporting you. So now I want to open the floor for to take some quick questions. We are totally above the time, but I'm going to take it for another 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to open the floor and then quickly take some questions. Okay, guys, you have any questions you can ask now.
Hello, Sudesh. I have a question.
Hi, Meenakshi, go ahead.
Yeah, the marketing side, you said you will be taking care of everything by the strategic marketing and everything. How about the background verification? You'll be taking care of that?
It will be taken care of us. It will be taken care of by us.
So, for a non-IT to IT, how many years of experience you put for the person?
This requires a junior role. You can apply for junior roles. There's no point in going into intermediate level roles. Okay, so that is why the careers which we are targeting requires you can move in as a junior role. Today, somebody who's certified in ServiceNow, it's a big deal for this industry. They are not ready to take anybody who is not certified. Okay, you could have worked in a ServiceNow platform. Okay, there are two ways people move in. Somebody who has got hands-on experience, but they're not certified. There are many senior consultants who have experience, but they're not certified. They will definitely get there. Okay, but as a fresher, you are going in as an admin. Okay, when you're going in an admin, you don't need to show much experience. Okay, we can show the capstone projects which you're doing here, and we can give you experience on the capstone project which are completed, which you can showcase to your interview folks, and that should be able to help you. Okay, but then if you're going into a BA, you definitely need to have implementation skills which you've done before. Okay, if you want to move in a ServiceNow BA, which is totally okay, which you need to train yourself as a BA as well, which is an extra training of close to 2 to 3 weeks. It's an extra $500. Anybody who's great in communication skills, I would really recommend them to become a ServiceNow BA. But if you think that, Sudesh, communication is not my thing, and I'm a little bit of introvert, but you have a good problem-solving skills, you are able to understand the technology, then be more than glad to become an admin. There's a high demand for that also. Yes, background verification is completely taken care of. So how to position you for the market, how to make sure that your profile is marketable, we are accountable for it. Okay, because we know this market very well.
One more question is on my side. You said that the ServiceNow will be for an IT service and also for the other industry, HR and customers and security side.
Yeah.
So how you profile the person, this person will be going for this, an IT service, or it's based on the degree you will be categorizing them, or how it
you cannot categorize. You cannot categorize because when the interview, when they're happening, they only want you to have a ServiceNow platform knowledge. But inside the organization, when you go, when the projects are offered to you, when you start attending the meeting, then you'll understand that, okay, this is a module about HR. Okay, this is a module about ticketing. Okay, but as long as you have platform knowledge, so that's what we're delivering in this training. Okay, so what are the various integrations we do? What are the workflows we do in ServiceNow? What are the ServiceNow platforms I use for different field services? Is what the knowledge you're going to get. Okay, so when you're going into a job, if you move in as an admin, then you'll know how to do the different workflows. But if you go in as a BA, okay, you don't need to be an expert in a module. You just need to understand how the ServiceNow module works. What are the different systems it's integrating, like Microsoft AD, Active Directory, Microsoft or SailPoint, or IT Help Desk. It integrates with different applications. So those are the integration points which you need to know as a consultant. Do you understand? So in the interview, the job, they're not going to completely disclose everything. But of course, if you're going for implementation role, they expect you to have, like, how, Vishnu was asking, do we need agile development skills? Yes. So you are targeting for those roles as a BA or a functional consultant. You need to have implementation skill set. But like I said, if you want to become a BA today, just becoming a BA is not getting anywhere. Huge wait time. But when you use a system which is in trending, and then you want to become a BA in it, then it makes sense. Because there's a lot of deployment going on as we speak. Did I answer your question, Meenakshi?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Thank you.
I have a question. Do we need also, like in the program, do we need AWS? Because most of the time, like, we need AWS certification too, right?
Yeah, AWS or
it's all over the
or
place.
Azure. AWS or Azure, these are the two platforms it's working.
Yeah, it's Azure.
That's a very good question, Vishni. From where you are now, I would recommend you to have a cloud platform certification, which is very good for you. And we are actually coming up with a cloud engineering training coming up in January. We have another program coming up in 20th. So guys, if you are learning one program, I will be able to help you learn another program for free. We won't be able to put you in the class, but we can share the recording for you to learn. We can do that for you.
Because
Okay,
we have maintenance, we have Agile, we have Jira, we have AWS, we have everything combined together, right? To become a good administrator, I guess. Like, tell me about it. Like, with my experience, you need AWS, Jira, ServiceNow.
AWS requires a lot of experience.
Yeah,
okay.
like I couldn't do it. I should have taken it. Like, I quit my job, so I was getting that to my company, but I quit my job and it was free. I didn't do it. Well,
yeah, it's okay.
I was not lucky.
You don't want to leave the free things, right? It's okay.
Yeah, I love the free things. Like, I didn't do it for free, but
No,
anyway.
it's okay. Azure is picking up. Azure has got a lot of demand. Azure is picking up right now. But I would I tell you something. In some organizations, they have AWS, some of them have Azure. Learning to become a multi-cloud engineer is not an easy thing. Okay, it's not all the same. Okay, so you can start with first, GCP is catching up.
Yeah, like entry level, like the entry level. Yeah, because I'm not qualified for that because I'm not a developer. I don't code like everything, but I know it. But I was involved in that, but I was supposed to take the course. I didn't take it. Okay, but it was entry level for a Scrum Master to know at least like the entry level. That's why I wanted to know like the part of the course if we will learn AWS.
Yeah, well, I tell you, you have experience in ServiceNow already. Get yourself certified and move in as a BA in it.
Okay.
That should be your path. I don't recommend you to become admin. Okay. Admin is for the first line people who are trying to jump into ServiceNow platform. You already seen the implementation side. You already been the delivery side. So that is where you want to go again. Okay. So this time when you go in, you have a fat paycheck waiting for you. Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll help you. No problem. Take it easy.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Today,
Anand.
I wish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
So my question was.
Go ahead. Whoever that is, go ahead.
Yes. I apologize.
No
it's just a coincidence that we are speaking at the same time.
No worries.
Yeah. So, Vishal sir, there is some other institute I also have been researching quite seriously about which institute to choose and to enroll as soon as possible. But it seems like that your syllabus is quite limited, sir. There is some other institute in India, not in Canada, that is offering, service level administrators. The syllabus is cloud computing introduction, ITIL introduction, and then PDI account creation. There is user interface. There are forms, list, tables and fields, UI policy, data policy, importing of the sets, and service level management. And there is service catalog. And then there is updating of the sets, execution plan, workflow. So your syllabus seems limited.
Suleiman, that is completely part of our first module. So by default, it's like if I am starting with ServiceNow, list, update policies, importing data is by default a part.
Okay, okay,
So we
okay.
don't market it. We don't market. So it's like if you want to buy a burger, I'll ask you to buy a bread. Then I say, hey, for that you also need the paste. Like you
Makes sense.
need to have a
Makes
sauce. So it's like adding up. By default, as I said, the first module will have all the basic curriculum. So when I said update sets and import, it's part of the module 1. So we are also adding Gen AI. So it's not, so idea is we get started with the basics and we add on few more things. It's not only, so as I said, see, we are not selling curriculum. Please understand. The whole concept here is we are upskilling. So we are not primarily selling the course, but we are actually helping you out to enhance your career. So it's not like that we are a complete package material. Like as Sudhish bhai mentioned, we are guiding you to the next level and the fat paycheck is waiting for you.
I I would say we are. I would say, Vishal, you can put it this way, right? So it's a minimum viable product, right? What is needed to get you
Yes,
as fast as in a market, right?
Anand, I
So
was just about to
absolutely.
say that.
thank
Just
you.
about to say that, Anand. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, just before Anand, I just want to interrupt you right there. Okay, just give me a sec. See, just coming back to Sulaiman's question, Sulaiman, this is how it is, right? When we come to the curriculum, we design this is what we want to train our people. We do a market analysis. Okay, we speak to experts who are in this consulting already, admins already, and we ask them, how much knowledge do we want to get into this job? That's where we start thinking. Okay, because if we have to complete ITSM and this, I can tell you, you're sitting and studying for the next 4 months. Okay, and then we are looking at the job market another 4 months to transition. So we are looking at end of
Right.
2025 to go. Okay,
Uh,
so I can guarantee you that the curriculum is enough, which targets 80% of the job market. Okay, so that is how it is planned. But anytime in the session, if you want to learn something new, which is want to add, we can add it. That's no problem. Okay.
So Suleiman, we are not going to charge for that too.
No.
Because Suleiman, you have to unmute. Suleiman, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. So how many batches have you guys done prior to this batch? Like, do you have any like a placement? Like you can say that this person was hired because of our training.
We have finished one batch. Okay, they are into marketing right now. Okay.
Right.
And because we have started getting requirements for ServiceNow, we finished one marketing. And 2025, the opening job market will open after Jan 15th. And after that, these guys will all get into job within a matter of 0 to 4 months. Okay.
Okay.
And provided you perform in the interview. That's more
Good.
important. Jobs are there. Okay. Anand, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Anand.
No, no worries. I think I understand the whole process. So that's I don't have any questions on that. The only question I had was, so certification fees or exam fees are separate apart from 1,500, correct? Yeah. Okay. That's it. That
You
was
have to
it.
take it from ServiceNow directly.
Sure.
We are certifying you also. Okay. But you have to get certified from ServiceNow, which is more important for the job market.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I just wanted to clarify that. No worries. So yeah, we'll speak soon. I might have to drop right now, but we'll speak soon.
Okay,
I'll
Anand.
connect with you to this, and we can close
Okay,
out on
Anand.
this. Okay.
Pleasure
Thank you.
having
Thank
you.
you.
Have a great
Thank you
day.
for having me here.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
pleasure
you.
meeting you, all of you, and Vishal as well.
Same here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Anand.
Thank you, Anand.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Speak
See you,
soon.
Anand. See you.
Sidish, I
Okay.
still have question, like, do we need to pass an exam when we do the certification? Is it online or how this will work? you know,
It is an
because
online.
most of my certification, I was doing it like a product owner, scrum master. I do 3 days like courses. And then after that, I have an exam online. So that's why I wanted to know how the exam work. Like,
It is an
which
online certification, Vishni. And it's an online certification. Once you schedule the dates with ServiceNow, it is a proctor-based certification, and you have to do it from ServiceNow. It's an online-based.
it's an
Okay.
online exam. Okay, that's good, because we don't know with US and Canada like where we'll go. It's better online. Like you do it like someone like check you, because when I was doing the online certification for product owner and scrum master, well, no
Yeah.
one checks you, right? Like you have like just like you just need to like reply to all those, like it was multiple choice, and then if you pass, like you get your certification. So this, it will be like that.
Sorry, what? Yeah, it is a multiple-based questions.
Yeah, it's multiple choice, right? Multiple choice question.
Yes.
Study material given by them, okay,
Mhm.
and you need to pass that, and they will give you an ID number for completion too, okay, which is
Mhm.
verifiable, and they'll give you a badge for it. And that is very valuable. Yeah.
And then you get the certification right away, right?
Yeah. With your
Okay.
name and
It's the same thing that I did as Scrum Master and Product Owner. Like, you know, you just go on
Yes.
multiple
Vishni,
choice
it's like
question.
all the global exams. All the global exams have this. So it's just like a
Yeah.
global exam. Once you appear, you will get the result instantly.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. All
It's
right. I
better.
just want to give a chance to other people also. Ritesh, Gautam, John,
thank you.
Anthony,
All right,
Nakul,
this is John.
Maniket, any other question? Hey, John, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I have followed and it's quite interesting. And
Thank you.
I also understand that the cost of this training will be 1,500. Am I right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. All inclusive, you don't pay anything more than that.
All right. Now, the cost of training 15 and the cost of certification now is what I would like to know.
Yeah, so if you're doing an admin certification, it's $300.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a separate thing. We have to pay separately to ServiceNow. You are getting certified by us, but it's not an admin certification. It's a course completion certification for ServiceNow admin, okay? But you do need to get ServiceNow, which is certified, which is more important. Okay, John?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, guys, I do want to tell you we're way above the time, so I need to conclude it over here. And I would like to, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, and you know how to reach Jay, and shoot me an email. We can get in touch. And once again, thank you so much for coming. And so we are looking to start by January 1st week. You guys gonna get registration links to your emails and WhatsApps and every possible way. And if you're interested to go forward, just sign up, and then we will help you get started with this wonderful career. Okay. And anything else you want to start from your end, Vishal sir?
Thank
All
you.
good.
Have a good night. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Have a good night, guys. See you soon. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Thank you.